Nozomu Bountis was in a tough spot, standing in the middle of Soliminati Academy. This place was like a magnet for dreamers from all over, a school where only the best of the best could stay. Nozomu had somehow made it through 2 whole years. He remembered arriving here with his childhood friends, Ken Notice and Lisa Hounds, all pumped up and ready for a big adventure. Lisa wasn't just any friend, she was Nozomu's first crush, the kind that makes your heart do backflips. Their story kicked off back in their little village, a cozy spot known for its good vibes and great crops. It was by the village lake where Nozomu's world turned upside down. Lisa, with her big smile and curious eyes, came into his life like a breath of fresh air. She had been all over the place with her mom after her dad, an adventurer, had passed away. Dreaming of stepping into her dad's adventurous shoes, Lisa set her sights on Soliminati Academy. Nozomu, head over heels, promised to stick by her side, dreaming of supporting her through thick and thin. But life at the academy was no walk in the park. Nozomu was on the outskirts, easy prey for bullies like Mars Dickon, who loved to make his life miserable. What hurt more, though, was how things changed between him and Lisa. She was acing everything, becoming the red-haired princesses of the academy, while Nozomu felt left in the dust. Things got even worse when rumors flew around that Nozomu had betrayed Lisa. He tried to clear the air, but no one was buying it. Lisa's cold looks cut deeper than any insult, leaving Nozomu feeling more alone than ever. Just when he thought it couldn't get any rougher, he saw Lisa hanging out with Ken, looking like they didn't have a care in the world. It was like a punch to the gut, seeing her laugh and smile with someone else, making it clear he was no longer a part of her world. One day, a mock battle was held at the academy. The cunning Mars Dickon took his opportunity to ask Nozomu as his partner. His weapon is a unique katana that specializes in cutting and stabbing its opponent. As someone like him who couldn't rely on magical enhancement, the blade is a perfect par for him because he could focus on his raw technique instead. Dickon viciously swung his sword, trying to finish him in a single strike. However, he managed to parry it just in time. The duel was very intense because none of them were willing to give up as their pride lies. Dickon's weapon of choice is a magic sword that uses one's life force and enhances the user's physical abilities. He swings his sword wildly, wanting to finish Nozomu quickly. However, he easily blocks and dodges each of his swings. Dickon's patience has run out. He screamed very loud, stating that he should get the hell out of his face already. Unfortunately for him, Nozomu is a resilient one. He refuses to give up despite him being an advantage. In the end, he lost the duel from physical strength alone. When he woke up, he was greeted by the school's doctor named Norn Altina. His visits to the clinic is nothing unusual, as this always happens every mock battle. He thanked her for the help as usual, and Altina told him just to feel at ease because it was her duty to help all of the students. A woman started rushing into the clinic asking how he was doing. The woman's name is Henri Var. She is the 10th homeroom teacher at the academy. Altina and her were obviously good friends in and outside the academy. Henri approaches our hero with her bubbly eye asking if he was all right. He assured her that there's no need to worry because he's fine. He blushes so hard because her face is too close, so he asks her if she could step back for a bit. However, she's still stubborn, so Altina told her that although he suffered bruises on his chest and back, along with a mild concussion, it is expected that the pain will subside soon. The school bell then rang announcing that the classes were finally over. He thanked them and tried to leave as soon as possible. They noticed that he was in a rush, so they asked him if he was going to the forest. He gave them the straight answer yes. They warned him not to go alone because even the knights were having trouble going to the forest. However, he did not listen and went alone. Altina told her knee that she had fallen to the bottom of his class and has been ridiculed since. This all started due to a rare ability that he manifested in his first year. That rare ability is called suppression. Despite being rare, the ability did not benefit him at all but rather hindered him severely. Because that ability makes the enhancement that he receives weaker compared to the full potential. What's worse is that for our hero, the ability that's being suppressed within him is physical ability. Ever since then, he always leaves right after his wounds heal, to head out into the forest to train all by himself. Altina added that after a thorough examination of his body, she could tell that he underwent rigorous training regimens, due to the fact that he has no extra body fat on his body. And, for that reason, she finds herself almost quitting her job. Because as a doctor it pains her to see someone so young to experience something like this. Back to our hero, we get to see him having a spar with a certain person. He struggled against him as he couldn't land a single blow. However, our hero has a heart. Using both of his hands he wields his blade with conviction and determination. Just when he was about to be finished by the mysterious person, he uses the Chi instant dash technique for positional reset. However, the mysterious person uses the same technique, and what's more, he did it better and faster. The mysterious person then uses the phantom slash technique, an attack that is compressed of Chi, which makes the attack hard to see coming. Our hero addresses the mysterious person as Master, as he asks him if he is trying to kill him. The Master replied, "If I wanted to kill you, I would have struck you down the moment you tried to escape." Our hero lost his balance from the Master's raw physical strength alone. His back is against the floor, so he uses the Chi instant dash technique once again, so he can escape. However, the same trick won't work twice against his master. He was in shock when his master's sword was already pointing towards him, indicating that he lost the fight. The master's name is Shino, and just like him, she traveled into the woods trying to continuously hone her skill. Master Shino stated that he acted too hastily, so he suggested that he should learn something from his defeat. Our hero, however, is in denial. He replied that only someone like her could react so quickly at such a close range. To wake him up from his delusions, Master Shino told him that anyone could easily read his moves, because his last attack is nothing but a half-assed attempt. Anyway, now that the training session is over, Master Shino invited our hero to spend dinner with her. Our hero sighs loudly as he states that he has no choice but to obey his master. Flashback to when our hero and Master Shino first met. She saw him training in the forest, having a pale and lifeless look on his face. So, she decided to approach him to tell him that it's pointless trying to train that way. However, our hero doesn't care. He instead tells her that he won't go back until he earns some respect. Just by looking at his lifeless clouded eyes, Master Shino was reminded of him as a starving beggar on death's door. Our hero kept on training until it got to the point that he got surrounded by demon dogs. Back to the present, while our hero was searching for a beast that they could use as a dish, he suddenly heard an explosion, which is rather unusual because it's very unlikely that a person would come into the forest. Also, judging by the sound of the explosion, he guessed that they might be dealing with a beast-type demon, which is completely different from the demon dogs that he fought before. So, he took the courage to go out and check on what kind of demon they were dealing with. There he saw two humongous demonic bears, a type of beast that doesn't travel in pairs. However, this one wasn't the case. So, he deducted that the two must be brothers. One demonic bear alone is already considered a rank B threat. Our hero's eyes widened when she saw that the bears were against a student just like him. The woman is none other than Iris Dina Franchild, known as the Midnight Princess due to her being as dark as the midnight sky. He then noticed that she had a companion named Thelma Lime, a well-known powerful mage in the academy. Just by Thelma's power alone, she already surpasses the academy teachers in magical strength. Thelma cast the Wind Vortex spell, a magical spell that could slice its target in an instant. It is also considered an intermediate level spell. Our hero was in awe as he witnessed how quickly they finished the two demonic bears. But then, Thelma's eyes suddenly filled with fear as she was caught off guard when another demonic bear lurking behind her. Naturally, our hero immediately joins the battlefield, saving Thelma from further harm. While he was panting heavily, Thelma thanked him for the rescue. She also apologized that she wasn't paying attention. Iris then approached him asking if he wasn't hurt. He was mesmerized when he saw gorgeous Iris's face in close-up. Master Shino watches him closely as Iris introduces herself to him. Seeing her disciple getting close to someone the same age as him makes her happy. Thelma Lime, who is extremely introverted, took the courage to introduce herself to our hero. On her behalf, Iris apologizes for having a skittish classmate. Nonetheless, she still treats him as her best friend. Our hero's eyes widened when they told him that judging by his looks, he's another student from the academy just like them. His anxiety starts running wild inside his head, because they could turn their back on him in an instant once they knew his status inside the academy. He thinks that it would be wiser if he avoided telling them his name. However, it would be rather impolite to not tell them his name. He swallowed his own pride and tried to introduce himself as proudly as he could that he was Nozomu Bountis from the 10th rank class. But rather than receiving negative comments from them, Iris stated that she finds it suspicious that a 10th rank is alone inside this wicked forest. So, she asked where is the rest of his party. They were completely in shock when our hero told them that he wasn't under any party. Because even if he wanted to, no one wants to work with someone like him, he added. Iris finds it weird that no one wouldn't want him to their party, because someone like him who has the ability to survive in the forest alone is incredibly rare. Our hero clenched his fist tightly and screamed at the top of his lungs. He came here to make himself stronger, and no matter how minor the change is, he will gladly accept it as long as he improves. Our hero then asked them about their business inside the forest. He was astonished when Iris told him that they received a request from the guild itself. And that is a beast dragon had started roaming around the forest. Unfortunately, no one took the rumors seriously enough. However, they couldn't let the rumor go uninvestigated on the off chance that there was actually one lurking around. Iris cheerfully offered him if he wanted to take the loot they got from the demonic bears. Our hero gladly accepts, but he only takes a little bit of meat for his dinner with Master Shino. After they parted ways, Iris asked Felma why she behaved more timidly than last time. She replied, "It is because he is the rumored man who cheated on Lisa. Furthermore, it is also rumored that he only wishes for Lisa's body and nothing more." However, for Iris it seems like he wasn't that kind of man. At night, Iris couldn't sleep properly. She kept thinking about our hero and the speed of his swordsmanship. Also, she's worried about him because he's alone out there while the demonic beast is in full swing. She then gave us a bright smile, asking what kind of man our hero truly is.